Put him among the most flashy leaders, and the Sultan of Brunei makes all other rulers look like they're playing dress-up. Imagine trying to keep up with a guy whose morning routine includes waking up to the gentle serenade of peacocks. But hey, when your palace is practically a golden fortress surrounded by emerald rainforests and azure seas, why not? And don't even get me started on his rides through the kingdom, a gold-encrusted chariot. But hey, when you're the Sultan, you get to do whatever you want, right? Well, we're about to find out, so let's dive right in. Morning routine. If you stayed up to this point, you'd know that the Sultan of Brunei, prominently recognized as Hassan al-Bolkiah, is the current ruling figure of Brunei. He also bears the title of the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, Minister of Defense, Inspector General of Police, and Yang di Pertuan. Surprisingly, he takes on these duties quite well. What's even more remarkable is that he stands as the second biggest reigning monarch, only to the venerable Queen of England herself. The 77-year-old Sultan has a net worth of around $30 billion as of 2023. He earned most of his income by just being the Sultan, which didn't stop his net worth from skyrocketing daily. He also owns a vast collection of luxurious hotels, cars, and anything else he's interested in. How did he get this far? At just 15 years of age, he ascended the throne, marking the dawn of an era of unrivaled success and fortune. Today, he's ranked on the list of most famous people and continues to grow his fame and fortune day after day. But with all the amassed money and his possessions, you'd begin to wonder what a typical day in the life of the Sultan is. Ever heard the saying, money can't buy happiness? Well, not for the Sultan. Imagine waking up every morning to a place like this. Yup, that's the life of the Sultan. The Istana Nurul Iman is an awe-inspiring palace located in Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei. It is recognized as the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, and also functions as the seat of the Brunei government. The luxurious Istana Nurul Iman palace may have reportedly cost him half his net worth, and there's no doubt when you see how the place is adorned with so much gold that they need to make sure they have state-of-the-art security checking with everything and everyone to ensure that guests and the employees do not make away with souvenirs. No wonder it holds the Guinness World Record for the largest residential place in the world, boasting over 1,700 rooms, about 257 bathrooms, a banquet hall that can accommodate over 4,000 guests, a 1,500 people capacity mosque, 5 swimming pools, and a 110-car garage. The palace covers a 200,000 square meters palace and is set on lush landscaped grounds. Leonardo V. Loxin was the architect for the exterior of the palace, making sure to fuse Brunei's Islamic and Malay architectural legacies within the design of Nurul Iman. The interior design was entrusted to Kuan Chu, renowned for her work on the iconic Burj Al Arab in Dubai. The architectural style of the Sultan's residence harmoniously blends European styles with traditional Malay aesthetics. This fusion extends to the interior decor, where elements of traditional architecture seamlessly combine with ultra-modern luxury. Italian marble, Shanghai granite, English glass, and the finest Chinese silk are among the materials adorning the palace. Gold and marble reign supreme as the primary decorative elements, with a staggering array of 38 different types of marble decorating the interior, including the construction of 44 marble staircases. Now, like any other individual, the Sultan likely begins his day with a set of morning rituals. These could include personal prayers or meditation, and given how majestic the palace is, he definitely has a dedicated prayer room or a quiet spot overlooking the Brunei River where he can reflect and start his day. Let's not forget that physical well-being is necessary for any leader, which explains why the Sultan is still very healthy looking even in his 70s, and he has just the space for it. The lush palace gardens can be used for a walk in the morning, or he can just use the palace's sprawling grounds, which offer ample space for leisurely walks. But if he's not feeling like walking, he can always swim in one of the 5 luxurious pools. The Istana Nurul boasts numerous rooms, so breakfast could be an intimate affair in one of the elegant private dining areas with elaborate gold plate and cutlery settings, or it could be a larger gathering in any of the grand dining, depending upon the occasion that morning. And what's a morning without interaction with the palace staff like the chefs, housekeepers, and security personnel? Being the principled man that he is, the Sultan's interaction with them ranges from discussing menu preferences to acknowledging their dedication to the palace. As the head of state and bearing that many titles all by himself, the Sultan engages in official duties in the morning. These meetings range from meeting with government officials and advisors to foreign dignitaries. The Sultan must also review reports, policies, and updates related to Brunei's governance. This could include national security, economic development, and social welfare matters. Finally, we have ceremonial duties. The Istana Nurul Iman is known to host state occasions, ceremonies, and royal events. The Sultan, of course, is required to prepare for any occasion in the morning, whether it's receiving dignitaries, attending investiture ceremonies, or participating in cultural celebrations. Also, if there's an upcoming public event like their annual Hari Raya Idul Fitri celebration, celebrations, the Sultan would have to prepare for it, given that the Hari Raya is the annual open house held to mark the end of Ramadan. So if you're interested in having a first-hand experience of the luxurious palace, you can do that during celebrations like the Hari Raya, because it is one of the 3 times in a year the palace opens its doors to the public, giving visitors the privilege to marvel at its splendor. The other 2 times the palace is open to the public are during the annual Islamic festival of Eid al-Fitr, when approximately 110,000 visitors are granted access over a 3-day span. Secondly, the palace opens its doors to Muslims for 10 days during Ramadan, facilitating Tadarus and Taraweeh prayer gatherings. Afternoon travels and public appearances. Moving on from the preparations for festivities and public appearances, let's explore how the Sultan's afternoon could likely go. If it's a regular day with no festivities or public events, the Sultan has his way of tending to his leisure. He has been known to enjoy a wide range of activities, starting with his documented passion for automobiles, owing to his insanely large private car collections. You're probably wondering why a Sultan would indulge in car collections. Well, first of all, car collection is an expensive hobby. You'd have to have a wide knowledge of the rarest, most expensive cars in the world, and you'd have to have the garage or space to flaunt your collection. Let's not forget you'd need a mechanic too for maintenance. There's a lot to having a car collection, which means it's not for regular people like you and me. A lot of celebrities like Jerry Seinfeld or Jay Leno are car enthusiasts with amazing collections of cars that you can't come across anywhere. But when it comes to the Sultan, he makes these celebs' collections look like toys. His car collection has been estimated to be around a minimum of 2,000 and a maximum of 7,000 cars. Most of these luxury vehicles were purchased by his family members, primarily his youngest brother, Prince Geoffrey, who served as the Minister of Finance, ensuring no records of purchase so everything could be kept under wraps. Despite its mysterious appeal, some facts about the collection have come to light. For instance, records indicate that Prince Geoffrey spent a staggering $475 million at Rolls-Royce alone. Moreover, inside the palace's warehouse lie 600 Rolls-Royces, 550 Ferraris, and over 380 Bentleys, reflecting the Sultan's penchant for bulk purchases. However, some situations led to a neglect of the once pristine collection. The humid, employee-free warehouse now houses these vehicles, many of which are deteriorating. With the bare minimum requiring replacements of seals and hoses, the collection's former glory seems a distant memory. Despite its current state, the Sultan's car collection remains impressive, showcasing rare and iconic models, from the Ferrari F40 to the Rolls-Royce Phantom II Continental Star of India. Each car tells a story of luxury and extravagance unparalleled in the automotive world. 10 of the F40S underwent cosmetic and performance modifications by the renowned Italian car designer firm Pininfarina. These enhancements included air conditioning, a radio, electric windows, and a tiltable steering wheel column, all customized to the Sultan's preferences. Additionally, the Sultan purchased 2 of the 19 Michelotto F40 LMs produced by Ferrari. The Sultan's collection also boasts several McLaren F1S, which are highly sought after by collectors and automotive enthusiasts. Other notable collections of the Sultan feature a yellow Ferrari F50, a Ferrari FXX, a Lamborghini Countach 25th Anniversary Edition, a Lamborghini Diablo Roadster, and several Koenigsegg's. Among the other gems are the Bugatti EB110 SS models, the Jaguar XJ220S, and even a Mercedes-Benz SLR. When he's not busy collecting cars, he can decide to travel in style to other states and cities in his favorite private jet, a Boeing 747 that speaks luxury when seen. Besides being a car enthusiast, the Sultan is also an aviation enthusiast. He currently owns a fleet of luxury planes, one of which includes his 2 Airbus A340s. It's a good thing the collection is not as big as his car collections, because where would he even park them all? The custom Boeing 747-400 is also known as the Floating Palace. The aircraft, acquired over a decade ago, is unparalleled in extravagance and cost. While a new Boeing 747-400 typically costs around $260 million today, reports suggest the Sultan paid between $100 million and $400 million for his, with an additional $120 million spent on customization, including gold plating, Lalique crystal, hardwood floors, and custom carpets. As a private jet belonging to a government official, a few details about the Floating Palace were publicly disclosed. The images available showcase its luxurious features, including a remote-controlled private office, a master bedroom with private bathrooms, a formal dining room with custom tableware, a conference room and multiple lounge areas. The lavatories on the floating palace are either solid gold or gold-plated, proving the Sultan's thirst for extravagance. Despite its luxury, the aircraft is not the Sultan's only mode of transportation. He also owns a Boeing 767, 200, two Airbus A340-200, and at least two Sikorsky helicopters. When traveling internationally, the Sultan reportedly favors the 747, 400 due to its suitability for long flights, boasting a range of over 15,000 kilometers with extra fuel tanks. And if you think that spending time doing cars and aircraft collection was a bit too excessive, then you might be surprised to hear that he also owns a private zoo, where he spends a good amount of time entertaining public figures and world leaders. If you ask me, the Sultan doesn't need to leave Brunei for a luxurious vacation when he owns a theme park. Bengal tigers, falcons, you name it. The zoo has about 30 Bengal tigers and also has birds like flamingos, falcons and cockatoos that can sing, talk, ride bicycles, play basketball, and pretend to be other animals, according to the zookeepers, that is. On the other hand, Jerudong Park, constructed by the Brunei government for $1 billion, features roller coasters, bumper cars and water slides. While admission used to be free, there is now a nominal entrance fee. It's speculated that the Sultan still enjoys complimentary entry. The Sultan's luxurious golf course at the Empire Hotel and Country Club was designed by the legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus. With stunning sea views, the course frequently hosts top-level professional tournaments. So you see, there are many ways the Sultan can enjoy his afternoon, whether it's in his garage, aboard his private jet, on his golf course, or with his family in the amusement park. Considering the perks attached to a person of his position, one might say that being king is truly remarkable. Evening extravaganza. Unlike every other normal person in the evenings, it's not just straight to bed and lights out for the Sultan. The evening of the Sultan of Brunei is a dazzling display of luxury, cultural heritage and timeless elegance. You see, when it comes to partying, he's known for throwing the coolest, most lavish parties and banquets you'll ever see. Don't believe me? Then let's take a little time travel back to Sultan's 50th birthday celebration in 1996, which he celebrated with a $25 million banquet for 3,000 people, of which the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, and Prince Charles were honoured guests. A London production company was even hired to make a widescreen, state-of-the-art home coverage of the entire event. That day, the capital was decorated with flags, coloured lights and bunting, and it was airing live on the Star Channel. Jackson, who happened to be the Sultan's best pop star, was paid an estimated $15 to $20 million to give 3 free concerts at the amusement park in Bandar Seri Begawan. The same year, he gave famous singer Whitney Houston $7 million to sing at his oldest daughter Princess Rashida's wedding music event. As described by the media, the party was out of this world. The media outlet reported that as the Sultan arrived in a black Rolls-Royce, cannons boomed. He got out of the car and greeted Prince Charles. Charles reportedly also gifted the Sultan with a walking stick and an ornamental silver box with a watercolor painting on the lid, which Charles did by himself. He also did the same thing for his 60th birthday in 2006, only without his favorite pop star. He hosted a lavish banquet at the Istana Nurul Iman Palace with approximately 10,000 guests, which was 3 times the last recorded number of guests. Thousands of schoolchildren lined the streets of the capital as the Sultan arrived in his Rolls-Royce. He was welcomed with a 21-gun cannon salute at a stadium in Bandar Seri Begawan. Wearing a pillbox hat and a military dress tunic adorned with several medals, he walked onto the field under a parasol for a troop inspection. He even got an early present before the celebration, one of the rare things the Sultan couldn't afford, and it was a baby boy. However, notably, every member of the Brunei royal family attended the celebration, except for the new baby. The festivities reportedly began as early as the month of July and continued until August 18th. There were many activities like a walkathon, fireworks display and street processions. Another notable event was Prince Abdul Malik's wedding. In 2015, Prince Abdul Malik, the Sultan's son, had one of the most lavish weddings ever witnessed. The celebrations spanned from April 5th to 15, and the wedding, of course, took place at the Istana Nurul Iman itself, with its grand hall hosting the banquet. The bride, Dayanku Rabiatul Adawiya Pengiran Haji Bolkiah, wore a luxurious ensemble. Her jewelry included a diamond tiara, a necklace with large emeralds, and a sparkling bouquet of gems. For the evening, Prince Malik donned a ceremonial military dress adorned with diamond epaulets and collar, while his wife wore a purple gown embroidered with silver thread. Let's not forget that each occasion also comes with the right traditional get-up for the Sultan and his family. For men, the Baju Melayu consists of a long-sleeve shirt paired with matching trousers and a traditional cap called a songkok, while women typically wear the baju kurung, a long-sleeve blouse paired with a long skirt 3. Most recently, Princess Fadzila, the Sultan's daughter, had her wedding. The ceremony featured matching white attire for the couple, the Istiadat Bersanding Diraja, where the couple is presented together. For the first time, showcased the princess in an intricately embellished white flowy dress with a floor-length elegant veil. When he's not hosting lavish parties and evening banquets, the Sultan prefers to enjoy playing badminton. After all, he did pay a whopping £1.26 million to his badminton coach, so he better get his game on. He also enjoys a nice relaxing massage and acupuncture, for which he spends roughly £1.25 million, and I thought I was getting a decent massage for free over here. But that's nowhere close to the shocking fact that the Sultan ensures his grooming never takes the back seat. As a military man with strict values about his appearance, the Sultan makes sure to wear a sharp coat for his public outings and even goes as far as paying special attention to his hair. His favourite barber, who works at Dorchester Hotel in Mayfair, London, is flown regularly in first class to Brunei just to give the Sultan a haircut. Oh, it's not for free if that's what you think. Apparently the Sultan spends $20,000 just on his haircuts. That's excluding paying for his $12,000 first-class ticket to and from Brunei every 3 to 4 weeks, the hotel lodgings and the luxury food before being slapped with a fat envelope containing thousands of dollars. The Sultan sure knows how to splash the cash, whether it's for fancy stuff or just everyday things. Business Insider says he dropped a whopping $7 million on a rug made of gold and jewels. Talk about walking on luxury, but that's not all. When it comes to sports, Bolkiah is no penny pincher. He's willing to shell out millions for his favorite games. Word has it, he even coughed up some serious dough to bring American NFL players Herschel Walker and Joe Montana over to teach his son football. That's one way to score big, and let's not forget his love for art. Insider spills the beans that he forked over a staggering $70 million for a single painting by French artist Pierre-Auguste Renoir. It's called Two Young Girls at the Piano, obviously. Apparently, Renoir was in his enthusiastic or pearl period when he painted it. It must be nice to have pockets as deep as the ocean. Now imagine strolling through his art collection on a breezy evening. Ah, the serenity. It's like sipping lemonade on a hammock. Pure bliss. After experiencing such an epic day like this, the Sultan can surely retire to bed, eagerly awaiting another day as the Sultan of Brunei. Enjoyed the video? Crave more excitement? Stay tuned by clicking on any of the cards on your screen right now for more thrilling content. See you next time.